Hi, I'm David E. Smith Jr. and welcome to Mental Mathematics and Beyond. Today, we're going to talk about the formula for genius. That's right, the formula for genius. Now, the main question in today's topic is, have you ever had that talk with your child about life? And no, not the one about life in general, birds and bees and that kind of thing, but about a formula that could change their life forever. The one where you tell them they won't become, but are a genius. And that, it is time to awaken their latent talent. Have you ever had that talk? And then if you haven't, now's the time to have it. Furthermore, not only is that time now, there is nothing to be afraid of. That's what you have to tell yourself, and that's what you have to tell your child. So imagine if your child knew without a shadow of a doubt that they're capable of greatness. Now, that will spark that genius in them right away. That initiates the process, okay? And it tells them that the spark of genius lives inside them, waiting to shine. So throughout history, for those of you that don't know, but many do, throughout history, scientists, mathematicians from all corners of the world have embraced their genius. Einstein, which is the theory of relativity; Curie, pioneering research in radioactivity; Turing, the founder of computer science and code breaker; Johnson, who was the mathematician whose calculations were critical to NASA's space missions. These individuals, among many others, transformed our world because they believed in their own abilities. Just like your child can believe in their own ability, but you have to have that talk. You have to have that talk that your child is a genius, okay? Not maybe they will become one day. It is to let them know that they are one now. That's what you've given. You've given them the grace of genius. Math is all around us, my friends. It is in the patterns of nature, from the spirals of a seashell to the branches of a tree. Take a look around you. Take a walk in nature and see for yourself. No tree is the same. No snowflake is the same. No garden is the same. That is the same thing when it comes to children. None of them are the same, but they all possess, just like all of those things you see in nature, they all possess that genius to grow, that genius to nourish, and to produce seeds for other genius, multiply and grow along with them. So you see, math is in many different things. Matter of fact, math is in everything. I don't want to put it that way. Math is in technology that we use every day. Our phones, our computers, and even the internet rely on complex mathematical algorithms. It helps us cook by measuring ingredients. It tells us when we need to leave home and to arrive on time. It keeps buildings standing strong through engineering. You see, math is a language of genius. And what I just described to you a moment ago was what they talk about when we talk about STEM. I'll get into that later. But math is once again, that language of genius. Math is also a language and a form of communication. A way for people to A way for people from different cultures and languages to understand each other. Now, it is what you might call even a means of communication with our galactic brethren in space, allowing us to to convey concepts that transcend spoken language. Now, I said I would get back to STEM, right? Well, STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, demonstrates just how crucial math is. Science is about math, technology is about math, engineering is about math, and math is math. I tell you this all the time. And I want to keep, putting that in place within your mind because that's how important it is. And I always tell you, and each time that I come across and have a session with you, to let you know, if you want your child to go to school for free, get them a math scholarship. It's very simple. To go to school for free, understand what I said, ponder on that. See, that STEM that I was talking about, that entire acronym is telling us to learn math. So as parents, you should pay attention to STEM and understand that focusing on math helps open doors to all these fields. By encouraging your child to study math, not to fear math, because there's nothing to fear. They put all those numbers and they confuse you and put it all in front of you and make it hard, and it's not as hard as you think. That's why this is called mental math and beyond, because I teach mental mathematics as well as your traditional course mathematics. See, what you're doing is you are, as a parent, setting your child up for success at this moment in time. Success for science, technology, engineering, and beyond. So it is the key. Mathematics is the key that has unlocked the mysteries of the universe, that's helped us to travel to the stars and solve problems we once thought that were impossible. You see, it's very simple. Math matters, especially for young learners, because it builds critical thinking skills by teaching children how to analyze problems logically, such as breaking down a complex math problem into smaller steps. It fosters problem-solving abilities by encouraging them to find multiple ways to solve puzzles, like using different strategies to tackle word problems. And it even lays the foundations for countless career paths. I'm talking about from engineering and computer science to finance and healthcare. where math skills are what? Math skills are essential. Early exposure to math helps children develop a growth mindset. That's what I said. It helps them to develop a growth mindset, just like I mentioned in the plants earlier, in the garden. A growth mindset. It's all about mathematics. And with that growth mindset, it boosts their confidence, showing them that challenges can be broken down and solved one step at a time. Don't you want your children to be successful? Don't you want your children to come back and say, you know what, I'm going to look out after my parents, you know what, because I got my finances right. I got an education on, I understand how to make proper investments because they knew their math, right? So in today, your child can be next. They can contribute to the world. They can contribute to your household. They can shape our future. All it takes is the belief that they can and the understanding that math is the answer to genius. So the question becomes again, have you had that talk with your child? The talk that tells them that they are limitless, that their mind holds potential beyond measure. Now, I'm telling you today, let them know their genius. Inspire them to see math not as a subject, but as what? A tool. Their tool to make an impact in this world. Their genius can change the world, I promise you that. Tell your child today, because what? You yourself, my friends, that are listening to this and watching this, you too are a genius, all right? And you've awakened those latent capabilities, and then at the same time, sometimes you might slip on them, but you got to bring them back. But you will always be a genius from the day that you were born to the day you die. And math is your superpower, just like for children. So the world is waiting, my friends. Okay, parents, let's unlock their genius together. See you next time.